or?
We walked up to the car and got them out. Like punched on them a couple of times. Like just some kid stuff.
Prison Stories 101. We have a very, very special conversation about to have. We have Miss Shy in the building, man. How's it going?
Well, how's everybody going?
Man, we are doing all right, man. Now, some people might be watching this and wonder, like, what is a pretty young lady like this doing on Prison Stories? You don't look like you spent even 10 days in jail. But let them know again, reintroduce yourself and let them know how much time you've actually done.
I'm Shy. My name is Cheyenne. They call me Shy. I did a little over 11 years in the penitentiary. It was for robbery, one of conjoined robbery, and they gave me 15 years, but I was a juvenile. So, of course, they modified my sentence at my year review, and they gave me 12 in, 3 out. So 85% of that 12, I did that whole 10.
This was fed or state?
It was state. It was in the state.
All right. I know people immediately already looking like, why is she? I mean, she looks too young to have done 10, 15. I mean, except for 15, doing 10, 12 years. With that being said, how old were you when this incident happened?
I was only 15 when this happened, when I was arrested, 4 days before my 16th birthday. So.
Damn, that is very young. Okay, let's go and speak on this. Let's just start with the win. I try to get the win, who, what, where, and how. When did this charge occur? When did you catch it? What year was it?
It was January 2016.
Okay, 2016.
Yeah.
And Barack was the president. Where was this charge caught? What city, what county, what state?
I'm from Okmulgee, but it was caught in Tulsa County, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the place you're from is Oklahoma as well?
Yeah, I'm from Okmulgee, Oklahoma.
Okay. Dang, you're out in Tulsa. Okay. Well, let's get right to it. What was the case in which you were charged? If you don't mind, walk us through it. Like, what led up to it? How were you involved? How thick were you into it? Because to me, you're a child at this time. Like, how much involvement did you have in this crime?
See, I was in and out of like juvenile detention centers and like DHS and everything like that. So I ended up leaving like a facility, which was like Mustang Treatment Center in Oklahoma and like Mustang, Oklahoma. And I was 15 then. So I was only out for like a couple months and I ended up catching this case again, so.
The treatment center that you went to, what was that treatment for?
It was just a placement. Like, so you got like your juveniles, your delinquents, you know what I'm saying? And then you got like your YOs and everything. But before they ready to charge you as a YO, they gonna send you to like a placement for a really long time to get like some kind of like treatment to see if they can help or whatever. Yeah.
So you was only out for, you said 3 months before?
Like 2.5, 3 months. And then I caught this case right here.
And you said it was for burglary or robbery?
Robbery, one and conjoined robbery.
Was this a situation that you did by yourself or were you with anyone?
It was me and my co-defendant.
That male, female?
It was a female.
Was she older, same age?
She was grown. She was 18. I was 15. So.
Who was running the play? Were you or her?
I mean, she from Tulsa, but I mean, we was both just thugging, really.
Okay. If you don't mind, walk us through technically what happened. What was supposed to have been a perfect situation, a perfect getaway, and where did it go wrong? Like, walk us through the day of what y'all was actually on.
So the first time was a perfect getaway, and the second time was a perfect getaway, except like we just didn't park the car and like, sit it down, watch it from a distance like we was told. Instead, we wanted to get in traffic and really we was on our way to go park it, but it just is what it is. So
what was it? Was a robbery of a vehicle? Was it a bait car? Like, ones they sit on the side and have, The police
No, it
watching?
was just like some stolos. So like some people that were sitting in their vehicle, we needed a car, so we like just removed them from the vehicle, like kind of aggressively. Like, we didn't have no firearms or anything, but you know, just some kid shit.
Yeah, but I said you're 15 and 18. What y'all just walk up to
Right.
so a car and be like, get out, or
We walked up to the car and got them out. Like punched on them a couple of times. Like just some kid stuff.
do you remember what kind of car it was?
I know one was a Tahoe, and then the other one, no, I can't remember.
Okay. What was the purpose of taking these cars? What was the reason? Why were y'all?
Well, I was a runaway, you know, and then sure, we just needed to get to the other side of Tulsa so we could like get this little work and everything.
So just needed a ride, basically.
Yeah.
Damn. The bus wasn't an option?
No.
Okay. All right. So that last one, who the people who were inside, because that's a scary thing. You don't know if someone has a firearm in the car. Was it? Did y'all see who was in the car first, and then that's what made y'all decide to go after them? Was it like some females, or was it an old man in the car?
No. So at the time, okay, we didn't know who was in the car. We didn't know who it was. We just know we needed their vehicle. So by the time we opened up the door, it was kind of like, damn, it's too late. But I guess one of the ladies was like she was like an older woman or something like that. But by that time, you know, it was already time to drive off.
Are these parked vehicles, or is this at a red light, or?
Yeah, these is parked vehicles.
Okay, so just didn't know they was in there.
Did anybody ever try to fight back?
Yeah, one of them tried to fight back.
Which one of y'all handled that one? You or the other? I'm just curious. Who? Somebody got to handle the one who won a buck.
I think we both.
Oh, okay.
We
Double
both
team.
did that.
Okay. All right. You know, it's funny because as a kid, you know, you do things like that. Like, again, I'm gonna steal a car just to get to the other side of town. You know, these are things that just happen. But for you to get caught with this, well, let me start before I get to the getting caught. I try to understand the why, meaning, you know, as you're in front of a judge and they're about to sentence you to whatever amount of time, you have to ask yourself, why am I in this scenario? Like, why am I a runaway? Why am I in Tulsa with this chick making these plays? What would you say is the why? Would you say is, you know, lack of parenting, money, trying to fit in? Was it like, what was the reason for you to be facing, you know, these 12 years in front of a judge?
I think it's all of the above, you know, lack of parenting, lack of financial support, like lack of, you know, whatever, lack of all of that. And like I'm smiling or whatever, but it's not comical, you know, like running up to them people and giving them people that type of
Fear, anxiety,
experience, you know, is not okay, you know, because now what do they feel like they can't sit in, like had they doors locked or open or their car running or whatever. They not comfortable in their own environment. So like, I mean, that's not fun. It's not.
It changes
something.
their behavior. So I'm glad you actually recognize.
Yeah, but
the
I
effect.
was young. You know, I was very young and I was just doing stuff.